All right, hello everybody, and welcome back to the TnT podcast. I'm your host Tim.
And I'm Ted.
Alrighty, this week we'll be going over the next generation of game consoles, the Xbox Series X and the PlayStation 5. But before we get there, we have a little announcement to make. Following this episode, which will be released Friday the 19th, obviously you know that. Following this episode, we will be going to once a week. I repeat, following this episode, we will be going to once a week. Every Monday, a new episode of TnT will be released. In the future, we might do like a bonus episode or something later in the week. We've talked about that before, something like that. Just it'll give us more time to be creative with it and not feel like, we got to rush something out, or, it'll give us a week by week basis to actually, create something.
Yeah, of course.
But, so every Monday, new episode from here on out. All right, I guess we'll get right into it.
Yeah.
Xbox and PlayStation. You've always been an Xbox person.
Yes.
Whereas I've always been a PlayStation person. See, I had PS2, PS3, and I actually did have a 360. And the 360, I have it right there.
Yeah, it's right there.
Both of them.
Yeah.
I lost my train of thought. That 360 is better than the PlayStation 3, I think. And then PS4 won this round of consoles. But for next generation, it seems like it's more or less a tie. Until they really come out, or unless the prices are really different. And I don't know, it seems like it could be a tie.
Yeah.
I mean...
Because it seems like it's just so close of a battle. Like, you can't really tell who's in the lead or who's not.
Yeah, obviously, they're still, 5-ish months away at this point. So we still got time for more stuff to be released. Stuff like that, but as far as what we know, we've agreed the PS5
looks a lot better.
Not only looks, but just we think it's going to be.
Yeah.
So that'll be, other than you had the PlayStation 2.
Yes, I had a PlayStation 2 and a PlayStation 3. I did have the original Xbox, the 360, and the Xbox One. I didn't have the PS4 though. I agree with Tim. Obviously, the PS2 is definitely better than the Xbox. Then the 360 is definitely better than the PS3. Because 360 controllers were very nice, and I liked how they were laid out. Whereas PS3 just didn't really feel right on the hands.
They were little pieces of crap.
Yeah, they weren't that good of controllers. Even the ones that came out,
cheap. They just felt cheap.
Yeah.
It was just horrible.
Yeah, no, it wasn't as good as 360 controllers, but PlayStation 4, I think, definitely has Xbox One beat. I think so, because like the controllers and the VR headsets.
Oof, PSVR is good.
Yeah. So, and Xbox doesn't have VR, so that's a big advantage that PlayStation has right now.
No, and while we were researching, I even saw that Microsoft even said they have no plans for any sort of VR. Anything,
really?
Which I was kind of surprised.
Yeah, because
especially
you would think
PlayStation having one.
Yeah.
Having their own dedicated one, you would think they'd want to respond to that.
Yeah, but I do think that PlayStation does have an advantage over them right now as we speak. Just with VR and controllers too, and the design of the system, even though the PlayStation 5 does look like a router.
All right, we'll get there.
Yeah,
that'll be the last thing we'll touch on.
Yeah.
But yeah, it kind of does. But I mean, we don't know computers very much, so we can't really speak about the specs. If you look them up, you can easily find them.
Yeah.
But the two guys who don't really know much about computers, nothing really screaming to us right now, other than the disk drive will be a 4K drive, so you will be able to play 4K movies if you have 4K TV. I recently got a 4K monitor for my computer, so if I wanted to, just swap it over, connect, and boom, 4K. But other than that, that's what the internal storage is going to be in SSD, which I know what that means. Do you know what that means?
SSD. I feel like I've heard of it before, but
I forget what it stands for, but it's just faster.
Faster, like speed for.
Yeah, I'm not good at computers at all.
Faster speed,
more or less. It's a lot faster. It's I believe it's flash memory instead of like a physical hard drive. that has like moving components inside. But yeah, I mean, y'all look that up if you know more than you definitely know more than we do.
Yes. And then for controller wise, I really like the PS5 controller a lot more than the Xbox One because the Xbox One is literally like the same one as they use for the One. The only thing that's really different is the D-pad.
Yeah, other than that, it looks like the same controller.
Yeah.
Whereas the PS5 controller, which where they're calling it Dual Sense, I think now instead of
Yeah.
Dual Shock.
Yeah.
Yeah, PS5
Dual
Dual
Sense
Sense.
versus Xbox Series X controller. But I just because like the one just looks like it looks like an Elite controller for the Xbox because I
So
had
it's
those
still
for
a good
years.
controller.
Yeah.
At least the one for the Xbox One. But I don't know. I like the PS4's controller so much better than the new one, the
I
Dual
like
Sense.
honestly I like the design of it with the white and the black and then the blue behind it.
Yeah, that'll be a light,
Yeah.
like
But
the
I like
light
the
bar.
light. I like how the light bar is like behind it. It's kind of cool how that works out. Plus, of course, with PlayStation and Xbox, of course, with PlayStation, you can charge your controllers. Meanwhile, with Xbox, you got
You
to
got to
use the
buy it.
batteries.
Batteries, or you got to buy it.
Yeah,
Which I'm surprised they still have that in
I'm.
2020.
Yeah, I know.
Right?
But that's what I'm saying though. It's like PlayStation's like ahead of the game. They got like all this like cool gadgets now where you can you know just have these like the DualShock, have that like the whole new like layout of the controller. Meanwhile, the Xbox has the same layout of the controller for the past 10 years,
Yep.
over 10 years now. So that's the thing with that.
PlayStation changes it up every time. Whereas this one, it looks similar to the PS4 controller. So like it wasn't as huge of a change, but I don't know. I think it'll still be a nice change.
I think it's not. I think it's pretty good.
Which we'll have to see once they come out.
Yeah. But the backwards compatibility, I did hear about this.
Xbox wins it there. That I know.
Yeah, they do. Because you can play like Black Ops and all that.
Even now with the Xbox One, you can play almost any game.
Modern Warfare 2, you could play on there. You can play anything.
Yep.
It's great. That's what I love about Xbox with that aspect is where you can play old games where they made it backwards compatible. Like say like you wanted to play, let's play Modern Warfare 2. You can get on there and play. Or you can play Black Ops 1 or Black Ops 2, which I don't think many people want to do since that game is like all hacked now. But still, just to even play it on your Xbox is really cool. On your Xbox One. And for the Series X as well. For PlayStation, unfortunately, there really isn't much backwards compatibility. I don't think there is at all.
No, it says for the PS4.
Yeah, or no PS5.
They have for PS4. Well, it's really for the PS4. I think it's on PS. I don't know. Is it on PS3? And the PlayStation Vita, they had I think it's still a thing. It's called PlayStation Now. It's like you stream the game, so you can buy games. You could have a subscription, and it's any game they have on there, which will have PS3, PS2, whatever, and you can just like you're streaming Netflix, you stream the game. Which I remember when it came out, I was one of the beta testers for it, and it was pretty cool. And then Xbox came out and was like, yeah, just you have the game, just play it.
Yeah. Which was great because that really.
Yeah, I wish they did that with PS4.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping for the PlayStation 5
they can develop that.
Yeah, because Sony's confirmed that the top 100 games will be supported. That didn't make sense. The top 100 PS4 games will be supported on the PS5 at launch, as well as PlayStation VR hardware, which that's a good thing.
Yeah.
It's not they're going to release a new PSVR, and you have to buy the whole new one for the new system.
Yeah, that'd be such a waste of money if you had that.
Yeah, which I mean, I don't use it that much because I got the Oculus, which you still have to try.
Yes.
I still have the Oculus, which is amazing. I love that thing. Haven't played it as much, but it's awesome.
Both VR headsets probably are it's very good.
No, they are, but
yeah.
Oculus easily takes the cake. Easily. That's not the point of the episode.
No.
So as far as next will be the games.
The Spider-Man trailer.
Oof.
Everybody's been raving about that trailer.
Say I played the original Spider-Man that came out for the PS4. Oh my god, it was so good. That was such a good game.
Yes, and then I saw it right there, Gran Turismo 7. Gran Turismo it's like a better version of Forza. It's pretty much that. I've played Gran Turismo most of my life, pretty much, and it's just a lot of fun. Like it's a lot. It's I feel like it's definitely a lot better than Forza to me.
Yeah. I mean, what? The Xbox,
Uh,
Halo, that's an obvious.
Yeah, Forza
Yeah. But I don't know. PS4 seems like it's gonna win it 'cause they got Spider-Man,
or PS5.
PS5.
Yeah,
I'm not used to it yet.
no, you're good. I feel like PS5 does it. If only if it did have the backwards compatibility, like how Xbox does. PS5 takes the cake.
Yep. I'm hoping they do.
Yeah.
That hopefully they'll constantly update it.
Especially with old games, especially like the old ones from like the early 2000s, and they like bring that up back up on there.
Yeah, they get like PS3, PS2 games.
Yeah.
That would be awesome.
Because like
I'd be all for
everyone
that.
loves a nostalgia trip. So
Yep.
like let's say for example, you know, back in the day, everybody used to know like SSX and SSX Tricky, like those those EA games, EA Sports Big, when that was
EA Sports.
which just was big. It
It's
just
in the
was
game.
huge. EA Sports was like the pinnacle of the early 2000s because every game they put out was so good. Just the gameplay was incredible at the time. Especially like NBA Jam, like I said, SSX. What else? Street 2. Oh my god. Street 2 was awesome. Just to have these games like on there would be awesome. Everyone loves a nostalgia trip, so like why not?
Yeah, I didn't know most of those games that you said,
Yeah,
but
I know. They're all sports games, but like
I'm not a big sports game person.
no. But they were just so much fun to play as a kid. So
So now we'll talk about the design of each.
yes, and like I
There's
said
an obvious
before,
winner.
yeah, obviously, like I said before, the PS5 I believe looks definitely better. Obviously, it looks like a router, but like it's kind of funny the way like the memes that were coming out were fantastic.
But I think it looks really cool.
Yeah, it's a very cool design from what they had like in regards to the other PlayStations, like for the PlayStation 2, because they were big boxes too. Like
Mhm.
the PS2 was like a gigantic box.
Yeah, I have the original one.
Yeah,
No, the original PlayStation.
I had the slim one, the slim PS2.
No, the original PS3. Now that was a big boy.
That was big.
That was a big old
That
boy.
was. And the same with PS2 as well.
Oh, no, dude, PS3.
PS2 had the big. I had a big one.
Yeah, I
PS2.
got the big one. The
Yeah, I know.
PS3 was huge,
Yeah, I know.
bigger than that.
Yeah.
Oh, that thing was.
No, I know those two. Yeah.
That would Joe had that one.
Yeah.
He had that one. PS3, I had the slim.
I didn't have the slim. I had the big boy.
PS2, or what are you talking about?
Both. I had two PS2s because the other one I think broke or whatever. But I had a big one and then I had the slim one.
The slim, that thing was tiny.
Yeah, it was tiny. It was really tiny. But the PS3, I had the original, which was big box.
So, dude, the original PS3 was double the size of that easily.
Yeah, definitely. And then the Xbox. The original
That was
Xbox was a big one.
That was a big one too.
Yeah. Well, with this Xbox, it's shaped like a
It's a refrigerator.
rectangle. Yeah, refrigerator or like a brick.
It's a refrigerator.
Like I don't like it. I feel like
It just has no design to it.
no. It literally looks like the Xbox One, but just turned to the side.
Or just like morphed into more of a brick.
Yeah,
Like it
it's
just,
like a box and a brick.
just has no design to it. That's what
Yeah.
I don't like.
Yeah.
Like regardless,
There's nothing like eye popping with the appearance of it, but like think about it. Like if you look at that picture right there, you have the box and then there's the controller. There's really not much to it. Meanwhile, you look at the PS5 and you're like, oh wow, look at the colors, look at the white, look at the black. Like it mixes up so well.
and it looks like it'll have lights on top or something.
Yeah.
You can see the slate blue there.
Yeah. So it has such a cool design to it. This PS5 definitely takes the cake in regards to design of the console. Just how it looks, the controllers, and compared to the Xbox One, because the Xbox One, like I said, it looks literally the one like for 10 years now.
Yeah, they've basically looked the same.
Yeah,
Like that's where I give PlayStation. Like I said about the controllers, at least each one they're changing it up,
Yeah,
making it look completely different.
yeah, because especially compared to the one like from the PlayStation 2 to the 3, because the PlayStation 2 controllers were okay. Like I still have mine, but it's wore out. It's very old. I mean, now
Yeah,
it's like over 15 years old, but still, I mean, it's still in good condition. But the PS3,
PS2, I think the controller was good for its time,
yeah,
and then when it went to the PS3, it was the same controller just wireless,
wireless, yeah,
and it didn't hold up.
no.
Didn't hold up
Those things were just they were not that good. They were just not that good.
for the PS2. They were,
Oh yeah, they held this no, they held this
but
value for a long time.
when it went to PS3, all they changed was made it wireless, and
Yeah,
that's
I
the
think they probably
one.
thought like, okay, we're
It worked for the
transitioning.
PS2,
Yeah, why not try it for that?
yeah, and it didn't work.
No,
Because
but
the
they've
PlayStation,
redeemed themselves with the PS4 though, with the controllers they put out for that.
yeah, though I love the PS4 controller. It's just so much. It's so much nicer than the PS3.
Yeah, and then probably nicer than the Xbox One controllers too, because like,
Uh,
I mean, they're about. I mean, some designs of the controller that the Xbox puts out are pretty good, but I
I mean,
gotta,
they've all been variations of the same
yeah,
control. I mean, that can be said for both of them, really.
yeah.
I mean, the PlayStation ones, yeah, they've gone through some changes, but the basis of the controller is still the same. Same that goes for both.
Now
of them.
now here's a good question that I'll take list for the viewers as well and for us too. Out of the two consoles,
Listeners.
which yeah, sorry, sorry. So out of the two consoles, which one was the most consistent one? Like that was always consistent throughout the.
What do you mean?
Like I'm saying, like in regards to like performance, in regards to like looks, appearance, all that. Like I'm just saying all together.
You're saying like Xbox versus PlayStation in
Yeah.
general?
Like and just which one like brought out like the best? Like it was just more consistent than the other one. Which one do you think?
I mean, Xbox, the 360 had the Ring of Death.
Yes. Oh, I actually had that. I had that happen to me one day. I tried to turn it on. I had the white Xbox, and then what happened was I turned it on. I got the 3 rings, and I'm like,
Crap.
yep, that was the end of that.
You know, mine was a newer version, so I think they had fixed that by then.
Yeah, they did. But I got the Rings of Death, and that was the end of that. And stunk for a while, but it's alright. Because I had the older version. But that thing was, is I actually didn't use the 360 initially when I got it, because I got the 360 and the PS3 around the same time. But I never really used the 360 too much because I always played on the PS3.
No, I got the PS3 a while, like probably a while before I got the 360. Because I think because I had the PS2 use that so much as a kid, I wanted the PS3. But then a lot of my friends had a 360, so then I
Yeah.
wanted that.
Yeah, because at the time, everybody was switched over to 360.
And then everybody went over
And
to
then
PS4.
PS4. And now everybody's going to be still, like, kind of talking to a few of people that I played with on Xbox, and they're like, yeah, we're going to PS5. I'm like, that makes sense. Because and they were telling me about what they were thinking, and I'm like, yeah, it makes sense. Some of the stuff they were talking about was very legit. So,
It's like even if I had an Xbox One and wanted to stick with Xbox, I truly just don't like how it looks. I know we've said it a couple times now. I truly just hate how it looks. There's no design to it whatsoever.
yeah, it doesn't really stand out. Like,
It's just
like
a
how the
box.
PS5 stands out.
Yeah, because it's unique to say the least, but at least it stands out because I think it looks like futuristic almost.
Yeah, I feel like the PS5 is like the leading way to a whole new era of gaming. That's just the way it is. I feel like they're gonna take. My prediction is I think they're gonna really become the number one.
So I mean, obviously the PS4 won this cycle by by a landslide. I don't know the sales figures on the console, but I know PS4 is easily
because
got
of
beat.
so much stuff. I mean, you had PlayStation, like you said, PlayStation Vita.
Not only that, when the
PlayStation VR.
PS4 came out, it was $100 cheaper than the original Xbox One. So we're hoping,
that stays the same. I would love for that.
well,
They probably
because
not,
we don't know how much they're going to cost.
Yeah.
Neither company has announced it yet. I'm assuming it's probably going to be maybe $499.
I was gonna say
I would say
$5.99.
no. I don't see that. I would say my guess is what did I say? I would
$4.99.
say you got me confused now. I'm gonna say it's gonna be $4.99. They could surprise us
A
and it'd
Kai
be
Cod?
$3.99,
Yeah,
but
you never know.
I can't.
I'm going with the higher route and saying $5.99 just because of the demand.
I don't know. I hope it's not $5.99.
I hope not either, but I'm just saying because of
Either
the,
way, I'm gonna get it. I
yeah,
already know.
I'm like just because of the demand at the start. That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking it's gonna be $5.99. And
See, once the
right,
pre-order's
that'd be
open, I'm
funny.
probably gonna pre-order it.
Yeah. Oh my god, the sales are gonna be through the freaking roof. For both, honestly.
Yep.
I mean, it'll be what I feel like one is gonna probably one. I feel like one of them's gonna be $5.99 and the other one could be $4.99. I like how it happened last time. You know, like how the PlayStation was cheaper than the Xbox.
I feel like if it was to happen, it'd probably switch now.
Yeah,
Xbox probably learned their lesson, and then PlayStation, Sony, they're gonna be like, huh,
yeah,
nah. That's what it was with the PS3. PS3 was so much more expensive than the Xbox. Then they switched, and maybe they'll switch again,
yeah,
or maybe they'll get their prices somewhat equal.
yeah,
I think now they're pretty much equal, like
yeah.
for the one and the PS4.
They've been, you know, obviously the console war has always been going on for years now, but it's just I think like I said, I feel like one of them's going to be. I don't know which one will be more expensive, but I feel like one of them's going to be, like you said, $4.99, and I feel like one of them's going to be $5.99. One of them's going to be more expensive than the other.
Either way, I'm getting the PS5.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
I'll take a
definitely
router
agree.
over a refrigerator
Yeah,
any day.
or a brick.
Yeah. But then with the PS5, there's the regular one. Then there's a digital edition where it doesn't come with the 4K Blu-ray drive.
Which that would probably be a little cheaper because then
I'm sure.
But that's cool though. You have two versions of the same thing.
I think probably gonna wind up being like $100 cheaper. I bet.
I think so too. Just because of the value.
So you were saying you're gonna go with that one?
Yeah, I'm definitely probably gonna go with the digital one because like the thing is though, Tim, is that I don't really watch anything on there like movies or anything like that. So like and games too. I buy them digitally now because I don't trust like discs because sometimes with the disc they just crap out.
Not really nowadays. Not unless you like beat it up.
No, I know, but like I like the digital better because then this way I just like go on it and click on it and then it starts up.
I'm saying I'll definitely get the one with the drive. 'Cause anytime I want to watch a physical movie, I pop it in my PS4.
Mm.
So to replace it with when it doesn't have it, then I'm kind of screwed. I gotta get.
Well, it depends if you're a movie person along with that. So like like everybody's style is different. So you know, is it good to save money? Absolutely. But like if you watch movies and stuff, like how you do, it's definitely probably worth
Saying
it.
I'm one that
This version
has to have the physical copy. That's what kills me about PC gaming because I have a gaming computer. What kills me is that even if they sell like a physical case, it doesn't come with a game. It comes with a download code.
Right.
So that's what I hate. Whereas console, no matter what, until it's not a thing anymore, I will always get the physical copy if I can.
Mm. That's regarding to movies, you said, right? And,
Movies too.
Okay.
Movies too, definitely.
Mm.
There's so many movies I buy when they're literally on Netflix, and I have a Netflix subscription.
Yeah.
And then I'll just buy it to have the physical copy.
Yeah, exactly.
I like collecting that, I guess.
Yeah. Anything else underneath there?
Nope.
Nope. All right. But
so we're definitely getting the PS5.
Yeah. To sum it up, for our preference, we're probably gonna get the PS5 just because of how all the cool stuff that they've put on there.
Design, the games coming up,
and
controller.
the graphics too, with with Spider-Man and all that.
Oh, Spider-Man looks awesome.
Like I like just in general, like the.
I'm
graphics.
sure we'll wind up getting GTA 5 because my God, that game.
I
needs
still
to be
can't
on more
believe
consoles.
9 years later and on three
Seven.
separate. Oh, seven. But like no, I'm saying like three different generations, like 360, the one like PlayStation 3, PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, 360, One, Series X.
Yep, that
like literally
that has to be the longest running
game ever.
Yep, it has to be. So that came out for the
September
PS3.
20th, 2013.
PS3 was it a year before the next gen consoles?
Yep,
I think came
it was
out
a year before.
Like, oh my God!
And it has been running for
7 years.
7 years.
So I think it came out 2013.
Yep. It'll be 7 years in September.
God.
Yep. I remember buying the game first day.
I remember. Sorry, my parents didn't want me to have it originally. They wouldn't let me get it.
Little Timmy wasn't allowed to
Nope,
get
I wasn't allowed to get it
it.
until I graduated 8th grade.
Oh.
And then I was finally able to get it.
Ah. Yeah, I got it. I played GTA 4 for a while, and then
I did too before. While 5 was out, I just played that on my computer.
yeah,
Like, what's the difference?
yeah, I played GTA 4 for a while. And I was like, oh man, they're releasing GTA 5. I got to cop it. And so then the first day I got it, and then played it through. And I remember playing it, and it was just like, wow, I just was amazed by how good the game really was.
Just think.
I mean, it still is, but like it was just amazing. Like at the start of how good it was.
Just think how good GTA 6 is going to be once it finally comes out.
Yeah. I feel like they're taking their sweet time just because of the revenue they've gotten from GTA 5 alone.
Oh, God, billions.
Yeah.
Billions.
They're loaded. They're filthy.
Yep.
But it's not like, but even with GTA Online, it's not like you're paying to win GTA Online. Like you're having fun with
Are
it.
there even? Well, I mean, you can buy.
Tune your cars. I mean, you have that.
There's not really microtransactions other than like buying. You can buy cards to get in-game money.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's not that big of a deal.
No.
Or you can buy them probably through whatever store.
The
but
store.
That's not that big of a deal.
No, that's just helping you out just with cars and stuff.
Which I mean, technically, I guess it could be pay to win. But
not really.
Yeah, really.
Yeah.
You buy enough of the money, then you just buy all the good stuff.
So in the beginning of the game, there was a glitch where you can get like unlimited amount of monay.
Oh, I remember that.
I did that, and then they took my almost all my money away except for like $3 million, and I've like barely have like touched my cars since. So I tuned everything out in regards to like the car and stuff, and I don't have like all those new cars where like you can. There's one version of a car where like you have like Back to the Future car, like the DeLorean.
Yeah.
You got that in there and a few other ones, but yeah, it was just funny at the time, just ranking up so fast and just getting all this money, and then they patched it and they banned or they didn't ban, well actually they did. They banned a few people because they were like level 999 or something like that. So it was just it was funny. I did it like here and there just so it wouldn't look suspicious or anything.
Yeah, that was before I had the game, but I still remember hearing about that.
Yeah, it was just kind of funny. I remember the whole big thing, like when we were like, they're 13, 14 years old when it came out. I remember the whole big announcement of GTA Online on October 1st, and everybody was going crazy over it. And when it finally came out, everybody was like, oh my God, this is crazy. And
remember they said for so long it wasn't going to come out on PC because how many people, pirate all those games on PC because it's so easy. And then, what was it, like, I think it's 2015 maybe they finally came out with it. Oof. I remember that. I remember I had a crappy laptop when that came out. I was like, oh, cool. So I bought it, couldn't run the game, thankfully. That's when Steam came out with the ability to like, return games.
Yeah.
So I returned that right away. But then I got a beast computer now, so I don't got to worry about that, thankfully. Yeah. Alrighty, but with that said, we'll wrap it up. We'll be getting the PS5.
Yeah, it's pretty much done deal with that.
Even though I have a perfectly capable gaming computer, I'll definitely still get it. I know myself.
Yeah, making the switch over for the first time in a very long time, so be interesting. But I'm excited for it because everyone I've talked to is switching over, so it won't be anything completely different.
Nah. All right. That'll wrap that topic up. Thank you guys so much for listening.
Yes, thank you.
Just want to remind you, like we said in the beginning of the episode, this will be the last Friday episode for the time being. So we'll be moving to solely Mondays every week. We're usually around like 10, 11 a.m. Yeah, for the time being, unless we want to do bonus episodes or I don't know.
Yeah, whatever comes to us.
Yeah, well, we'll have some more announcements soon, but as for the time being, we'll be making this change. Now, I think it'll improve the quality.
I agree.
But again, thank you guys for tuning in.
Yes.
And we'll see you on Monday.
Yes. Peace, guys.